Hello, my name is Alex Billy and welcome to part 14 of the Dragonball Z Legendary Super Warriors Let's Play. So let's dive into Piccolo vs Cell. Okay, so we're in a wasteland environment and Cell has the fastest speed, so he's going to move first. What do I have? I have Cap's Fridge and some energy waves, so let's move forward. Cell's using a 4-stage attack and he's going to gain a bit of CC. Okay, so this is now going to be my attack turn, so it's my turn to decide what I'm going to do. So let's look at our options. For now I'm going to gather power because that enables me to both use my limited stage attack card and also use my limits, and that gives me more options. Time to plan our next move. Now, if you noticed, I have a capsule fridge in my hand, so I will plan to use that soon, but in the meantime let's move forward again, just so I've got more time to do the stage attacks. Cell's doing another stage attack. My health is about 95%, but that's not really worth worrying about, as most of the damage comes from the actual moves themselves. So what can I do? I can do the Sonic Kick, but I think for now it's a good idea to get some more CC. So let's do the 6-stage attack. And I made a mistake. Whoops. Let's see if I can fix that. Oh, I didn't manage to fix it, so Cell managed to knock me away. If you don't manage to fix your stage attack, then it will do no damage and you won't get any CC, which is a bit of a shame. But thankfully I've got a few Caps Fridges in my hand, so let's use one of those and get some extra CC. Note that it does cost 1 CC to use, so it's worth having a couple CC spare just in case you want to use that. Because after all, it does give you free CC. Not really much point using it in the attack phase, since you could just use a stage attack instead. Alright, so let's have a look. Yes, I think it's time to use Sonic Kick, so let's do that to do some basic damage against Cell. Cell's not managed to block it, so let's see what happens. Piccolo does his kicks in the air, kicks him away, and then how much damage is that going to do? It brought him down quite a bit. He's on about 50% health, so that's not bad for the starters. Cell appears to have an accuracy increasing card, so he may use the special beam cannon, but we'll have to see. That's usually his first attack, but don't rule out the Cell combo. That's another one he can use, or he could use the Kamehameha, but anyway, let's see what happens next. Alright, so I have a few cards in my hand, so why don't I just use a 6-stage card to get some more CC? Because after all, the more CC you have, the more options you have available to you. Okay, so Cell's using the Taioken or Solar Flare, but I'm not using a melee attack, so that card doesn't count. And he's wasting some CC, which is good for us, because the less CC they have, the less moves they can do. So let's look what I can do. I think After Image would be good, because that means I could have a chance of dodging one of his next moves, which is especially good if he's got a low accuracy attack. And Special Beam Cannon is one of the lower accuracy cards in comparison with the other beam attacks. Alright, so it's my attack phase, and what can I do? Why not just do an energy wave just to use a bit of CC and get him a bit worried. Okay, so what's happening now? Cell's doing nothing, took damage, and Cell's down to about 15% health, which is very good. I mean, I'm on turn 5, well, turn 6, and I've already knocked down Cell's health to quite low levels. But Cell's going to be angry, so he's using the Special Beam Cannon. He's got the accuracy up, so let's see what happens here. Does my After Image work? It doesn't, and I take full damage. And that's brought me down to 15%, which is bad, so I really need to end this battle as soon as I can, because otherwise this is going to be messy. Alright, so I'm using the energy wave, let's go. Hopefully this is going to finish him off and hopefully he doesn't dodge it. He's not dodged it, he's down to 0% health, that means I win. So I win the battle, so let's see what happens with the cards. There's Finger Beam or Continuous Kick. Finger Beam is a move that can be used by Frieza, Cell, Cell Jr. It's a low cost move and it's very effective for spamming. I'll take that anyway. Alright, so Piccolo's managed to beat Cell, or at least managed to get Cell to drop his guard. Back at Roshi's house, Gohan says he hasn't sensed any guns in trouble. Krillin's come back, so Gohan's asking Krillin what happened. Cell attacked Ginger Town. He's an android built from the cells taken from Goku, Frieza, Piccolo, Vegeta and others. Cell was built 24 years in the future. Had to absorb androids 17 and 18 to be complete, but the androids were gone in his world. So he beat up Trunks, stole his time machine, went back in time, landed here. His body was too big to fit inside the time machine, so he turned himself into an egg, and it took 3 years for him to turn back to his normal size. Piccolo cornered Cell, but unfortunately Cell managed to escape using the solar flare. And now Cell's going to look for 17 and 18. Cell gains power by attacking people and absorbing them. At this point, Cell's just sneaking around, absorbing any civilians he can, and trying to stay out of the way of the Z Warriors, because at the moment he's too weak. Anyway, Krillin and Trunks managed to destroy Dr. Gyro's computer, so that means Cell won't ever appear in this world, but of course the other Cell's already here. Anyway, they can't find Cell, and they're flying by plane because Roshi's house is too much of a target at the moment. They're in the plane because that means they won't use any ki while they're flying, so that they won't be spotted or sensed by the enemy. Anyway, Goku's back to normal. Goku's overcome his heart problem, and he teleported there via the instant transmission. Story 15, A Walking Weapon, The Android Cometh. So it's fair to say we're at the halfway point of the game, and we've got most of the hero characters. Okay, Goku calls Piccolo Kamikolo because they're fused, but Piccolo says don't join the names just like that, just call me Piccolo. Anyway, even Goku himself says he's not strong enough to beat the androids, so they're suggesting why not use the hyperbolic time chamber. And they say it'll be easy if you have 2 people in there at once, obviously for the morale and things like that. Okay, so Goku and Gohan want to go, but also Vegeta and Trunks will want to train as well. Krillin's asking if Goku's scared about the enemies, but Goku's a little bit excited and a little bit scared at the same time, because obviously it's insane nature to crave battle. Anyway, the thing about the hyperbolic time chamber is that time passes much slower there, so you can go in there for a month and it'll be the equivalent of a year's worth of training. So anyway, Vegeta and Goku discuss about the time chamber, and Goku wants Vegeta and Trunks to get strong so they can beat Cell. Vegeta's saying that Goku might regret that later. Anyway, a day's passed and the androids are coming to Turtle's house. So Goku is sensing the key of the battle, and Piccolo and 17 are there. But Goku and Gohan can't help because they want to go into the time chamber next. But Goku says Piccolo fused with Kami will be much stronger than before. 17's bragging and he's saying whether Piccolo's stupid or not. We'll see if that's the case in the next battle. Let's just say Piccolo's got a few things up his sleeve. And that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to join you for the next episode of this Legendary Super Warriors Let's Play. See you next time.